Hello everyone and welcome to a new Warcraft 3 replay commentary. We're finishing Group C today of the IEM Season 1 group stage with a super important match, an Orc Mirror between Grubby, the Dutch Orc player of course, in light green here in the bottom left spawn position, against ElakeDuck, the Swede, in dark green in the top right spawn position. So both of them going with their favorite color here, so definitely a match to not take lightly apparently for both of them. And in this one, one of them is going to drop out of the tournament, whereas one of them is going to remain in the tournament. In ElakeDuck's case, if he wins, he's even gonna be rank 1 of the group, or if he loses, he's gonna be out. And for Grubby, if he wins, he's going to be rank 2. And ElakeDuck is going to be out, of course, if he wins, whereas if Grubby loses, he's going to be out. So both of them with Altar first and Blade Master against Blade Master, so neither of them is trusting in the Phase here in this very important match. Both of them also with the early barracks as usual, so no fast tech whatsoever. Grubby's barracks is quite strangely placed, way outside of the rest of his base here. Getting the burrow right now, I'm guessing he's just gonna build a shop here, basically exchanging the standard positions of the barracks and the shop, which means he's gonna have to spend a little bit more time when going back to his base and buying items, but at the same time the shop is going to be a lot better protected than it would be usually at the outskirts of the Orc base. ElakeDuck, on the other hand, is doing the exact opposite, building the proxy shop here, which means it's going to be a lot more vulnerable, but of course he's going to save himself a lot of time when just quickly heading there to buy salves instead of heading all the way back to his main base to this position where the shop would usually be. So yeah, first little difference in the players' approaches. We'll see what effect that's going to have on the outcome of the game. Grubby picks up the circlet first, as both of the players starting with the identical creep, route, if you want to call it that, with the first identical creep spot at least. Ring protection for ElakeDuck's Blade Master, so first little advantage there for Grubby. Tech-wise, yeah, both of them should be starting any second now, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Tech almost at an identical timing. So we can see Grubby is a little bit more quickly finishing the first creep camp here, immediately heading to the little turtle camp. And ElakeDuck seems to be doing the exact same thing. He does not have the gold at the moment to pick up salves, and Grubby, making up for his more passively placed Voodoo Lodge by just creeping a little bit more quickly. Picked up the heal salves by now. ElakeDuck still hasn't finished his first creep camp here. Cloak of Shadows for him. Grubby found, well, whatever he found he immediately sold at his Voodoo Lodge, so maybe the very same item. And yeah, first little deviation in the player's creep routes here. ElakeDuck heading towards his shop. Didn't heal up the grunt yet, which could really cost him, but he was able to pick up the Boots of Speed, so Grubby's definitely going to have to be careful here, because he doesn't want to face a low HP situation of both of the Blade Masters, because ElakeDuck is always going to get away very easily, whereas for Grubby it can turn out very, very difficult. Pulling back with this Blade Master here, getting the heal salve done, nicely dodging the Dust of Appearance by his opponent, and therefore he should be able to get this grunt without being punished for it. Grubby also didn't pick up a speed scroll, so that's definitely another reason for him to not, risk too much in those situations. I mean, he got one grunt killed here, but he's probably going to lose this grunt in return. His base is wide open at several spots, so there's not really any chance of saving that grunt unless he's putting some miracle micro here. In return, Grubby is going to punish this more aggressively placed Voodoo Lodge by his opponent, and okay, he's blocking the Blade Master. He's really trying to make him pay as much as possible for getting this grunt kill, and yeah, he's very, very low HP, and he lost his shop but okay, he's got one charger heal salves. He's actually got two. One of them he just used, but at the same time he doesn't really have, you know, the momentum with his Blade Master to really engage at the moment because he's so low HP. He's got to rebuild his shop, and therefore he could take a lot of damage by that. First burrow is falling here, the second one is just finishing, but ElakeDuck still supply blocked. He cannot get his Shadow Hunter at the moment, which is horrible news. Of course, the Blade Master is just waiting here, probably for the tier 2 buildings of Grubby, but they're not being built yet. Grubby apparently seems to have the right senses. At the same time, one of the grunts is taking a lot of damage already. ElakeDuck is nicely blocking the Blade Master away here from the back of his base, so the grunt can survive for now. But yes, okay, trying to go for the surround there with the PN, but Grubby does have the mana to get out of that. And he's really risking it here, but at the same time he does have another Windwalk, of course. And yeah, he knows that the Blade Master of ElakeDuck is in the back of his own base, so he's not going to be surprised by anything, especially since at the same time the Shadow Hunter has just started to be built right now after this grunt has fallen. So Grubby, you know, even though that seemed risky, not really risking too much there. Both of them are getting their Beastery now. Neither of them, I think, is getting the Lodge. No, ElakeDuck is even going for double Beastery. Now the Shadow Hunter is out, which means the Blade Master is going to have to be super careful. Maybe like one backstab on the PN and then Windwalk again immediately. But is that really worth it here for ElakeDuck? Grubby adding the Spirit Lodge right now. In the meantime, a grunt saved here. And yeah, he's actually doing the backstab on one of the PNs. Hex comes in, but too late as Windwalk has already been used. Grubby in the meantime at the shop picked up the boots for speed as well. So yeah, he's from now on a lot more easily going to be able to take some risks with his BM. First Raider's out. Looks like he just bought Dust as well. But ElakeDuck just left the base here of Grubby. He's won himself enough time to make up for that burrow loss here, because whereas Grubby had his Shadow Hunter out like 20 seconds earlier, he wasn't able to make any use of that one. So I guess kudos to ElakeDuck here for wasting a little bit of Grubby's time, not giving him the chance to get an immediate XP advantage. And ElakeDuck is just going for Mass Raiders here, so I'm curious to see how that pays out. You know, we've seen him do the same thing against Proteus on Secret Valley, and it really ended up costing him, but he had such an advantage in the mid game to still win that Orc Mirror. We'll see how well that is going to turn out against Grubby, because this early game definitely was not bad for Grubby, and he's getting the first Raider killed immediately. Hex going onto the Shadow Hunter of ElakeDuck. The Blade Master of Grubby still has plenty of mana, so he shouldn't be in any serious danger. Grubby right now turning around. The Shadow Hunter of ElakeDuck has already taken plenty of damage, but so did Grubby's Blade Master. He's going for the kill on ElakeDuck's Blade Master, but he's got the inward potion already. Grubby turning around with his Blade Master, and Snare going on to him. Is he gonna get away there? Yes, he is, with the Town Portal. At the same time, and Snare goes on ElakeDuck Shadow Hunter, and he's getting the kill. And GG by ElakeDuck immediately after that one. Okay, that was a quick GG by ElakeDuck. But as I pointed out, this double Beastry strat in Orc Mirror, it definitely has an expiration date, and going into the late game already with a disadvantage. Just quickly see, Grubby was not quite level 2 yet on his SH after killing ElakeDuck's SH, but he would have been able to creep the shop immediately, of course. And yeah, I mean, he would have definitely ended up with level 2.5 against still level 1 SH, with the walkers already, with you know, a superiorly sized army as well, as he got the Raider killed there in the beginning, and it was definitely looking very, very good for Grubby after that fight. But quitting so quickly in such an important game, you know, maybe ElakeDuck just didn't wanna you know, see Grubby snowballing on him and go into the second map without having the worst mindset after a long drawn game in which Grubby, you know, clearly got the chance to play out his advantage there. So Grubby takes the lead, 1-0 for him, and second map will be Secret Valley.